Alright, I've seen a whole bunch of people asking about doing Christmas ornaments, so I figured I'd put together something on how I do them in multiple ways on the flatbed of my 20 watt, on my F1 Ultra, and then also something I don't see very often is doing them on the Rotary. That's probably my favorite one. This is for my Wecreat 20 watt. How I usually start, because obviously it's a ball, so you have to be able to focus on something. I just put a circle right here and then make it autofocus on that circle. That way I know it's going to grab the top center and not tell me there's nothing or I can't find the material, because if you put a design and it overlaps anything, then it's going to pick the top left corner of it and not actually know where your thing is. So there, it's already done, so I can delete my circle. And then I'm going to grab the design I'm going to put on, paste it here, put it in the center. I'll make it a little bit bigger. And just like that. And like that. And we hit start. And then we'll go over to the laser. So for this I'm using 30 speed, 100 power, and let's hit the button. Now this is on the F1 Ultra. This is going to be a little bit different because I have it set to curved material. I've already gone ahead and had it map out the ball itself. With XCS it doesn't let you see the background image when you're using curved material. So I set it to 30 by 30. I have my image set to 25 by 25. And I'm going to go 30 power and 500 speed for this one. This is a little bit different than the Wecreat because the Wecreat obviously doesn't do curved. Other than the Lumos likely does, same as the F1 Ultra. So let's hit process and head over to the laser. Now I'll repeat that process, but this time I'll just do process on flat surface. And then I can use the image on the background to actually place where the image is going to be. Same speed, same power. Just this time the laser itself won't go up and down. It'll just do it very similar to the Wecreat. It will distort it a little bit because it's on a round surface, but it'll still look fine. Let's hit process and head over to the laser. Now we move on to my favorite one. I put a piece of white paper behind it just so it's easier to see. I had this on the Rotary. I have this SVG found online. I scaled it down to about 37 millimeters tall. And the max width you can do, one of these 2.5-inch balls is about just a hair under 200 millimeters in diameter. So you're going to want to set your perimeter correctly. I'm going to do the same 30 power, 100 speed. But yeah, if you want to do a full wrap of whatever you want, bunch of snowflakes, whatever you feel, 200 millimeter is what you're going to aim for. I would say try to stay under 40 millimeters for height. Otherwise, the further you get to the tip, the farther away the laser is going to be. Ideally, in like an 18 millimeter band, that's going to give your best engraving overall. But yeah, let's hit start on this and head over to the laser.
So at the end of it, this is what we had with the Wecreat. This is one that I did on the F1 Ultra, F1 Ultra, F1 Ultra. This is the one we did with the, where it would raise up. And then this is what we ended up doing on the Rotary. Now, one thing you're gonna wanna do afterwards, you can see the engraving, but if you add a bit of white tempera paint or any white paint on the inside, you will be able to see it much clearer. And that's much better afterwards. Just a quick spray of paint, not nothing too crazy. If you get too much in it, I used to use spray paint. Hang it upside down for a little bit and everything extra will drain out. And then it's no big deal. So you can see these ones are all, you know, the tops where it's not covered in paint, still gray, bottom is all white. And as we roll it around, get the paint everywhere, they all turn white. So you can really make your designs pop, and you can use that to, you don't have to use white paint. Use a different color paint, make that design pop whatever way you want. Anyway, that's how I do Christmas balls. Let me know if you want to see anything else. Thanks for watching.